Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for July 2021. I'm excited you're here with me for this reading. The cards are already out because I did this earlier in German. You can also check out my German-speaking, German language channel. You find the link in the description box below. I'll talk about general energies in the beginning, and in the second part I will talk about the love or love relationship situation, and if you're not having a specific person in mind, because this is a you and the other person sort of energy, then you can of course also watch this and maybe find dynamics that you're trying to work through, or maybe this is also something that can help you figure out which energies you would attract right now and which energies you don't want to attract right now. So yeah, let's look at the cards. Let's look at the astrology a little bit. This is a really interesting reading. I really love this reading for you. We have a couple of aspects actually in Pisces. We have a new moon in Cancer on the 9th, so that's trining you, and that's a great thing to have a new start for you also. Depending on which house this is for you, but it's a very beneficial new moon for you. We have a full moon in Aquarius on the 23rd. This is the sign next to you, so you might actually feel that a little more. And in the first, I just want to mention for everybody, in the first part of the month, in the first week, we have some really intense Leo placements and a square on the 3rd with Uranus in Taurus. So just beware of accidents. I'm just mentioning it because Leo and Mars is just a lot of movement, a lot of forward movement and speed, and then Uranus and Taurus can just like accidentally, like suddenly bring something. So just make sure to take an extra breath when you're moving. We have also a square in your sign with Neptune in your sign squaring Mercury in Gemini, and that's weird because there is this revisiting of dreams, looking deeper within you now with Neptune in Pisces retrograding, and maybe it's really hard to around that time to put that into words, to really get an intellectual clarity of what you're experiencing on an emotional level, on a deeper level. So it might really freak you out a little bit, but don't worry, it's gonna be fine because there is a trine coming up in your sign as well on the 24th, where Mercury is moving into Cancer and it's trining you, the Neptune in Pisces, and it's gonna be exactly the opposite. It's gonna be easy to really express your emotions around that day, and the day before there's the full moon in Aquarius. So yes, this is a time of release, I would say. Release what has been feeling tense in the beginning of the month. By the end of the month, you can release it also in words and in ideas, and it will make much more sense. I love this because, especially when we look at the cards, I do love this because in the beginning of the month, there is this feeling of difficulty when it comes to manifesting. Maybe this is the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, we're often feeling like we cannot manifest something, we cannot materialize something, we feel like we're not seen, maybe we feel left out, maybe we feel like people are not seeing our worth, and we're working way too hard, and we're not like paid off, it's not paying off. So this is just a feeling, I think, that you're bringing into this month, and there is an immense evolution for you Pisces really in this month, because you're moving yourself from the Five of Pentacles into the Nine of Pentacles, and that is really taking huge steps towards independence and self-reliance and abundance, and feeling good within yourself, feeling good within your body, feeling good within your environment, feeling good with what you've created, feeling good with what you've materialized, feeling safe and secure within yourself without having to, you know, go to other to to add to you, you know, to add worth to you. So you're really giving yourself all that worth. And maybe there's just a moment where you're like, this is the last stretch and finally this work is paying off. By the end of the month, you have a full card and you can really start a complete new cycle. I feel like you're really, with this Nine of Pentacles, you've arrived at a point when it comes to yourself and working on yourself where like, now I'm there. Now finally I'm in that freedom mode of the I want to say choker of the Fool, I'm sorry. So yeah, maybe it's a choker. Maybe there is a choker up your sleeve where you're like, well, wait a second, I can always play this kind of card, and I'm back on track, you know. And it really seems like this is not, because I feel like you just slipped a little bit. I mean, I don't know, maybe I don't know what's happening here, but something is happening that just brings you back into that really abundant mindset. And I really love that. I really love that. And that makes everything possible for you. That makes everything possible in your mind right now, by the end of the month, and really makes you courageous to just go out and imagine things and let your fantasy run wild, really, with the Fool card. So that's awesome. With the love relationship situation, this is weird because this translates weird into your love life, I feel like. But it makes a lot of sense. We have on your side the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I think by the beginning of the month, and this is this progression from the 5 to the 9 of Pentacles. With the Seven of Pentacles, that's exactly the in-between, between 5 and 9. So the 5 is the second challenge, or the first real challenge. The 7 is the last challenge before the 10. So in reverse with this other person, I feel like maybe you've been very self-critical about this. Maybe you have been thinking you're not worth somebody, you're not worth some sort of connection that you're thinking of. Or maybe you've been thinking about you don't know how to make it happen, and therefore like giving yourself a really hard time. There is a feeling of that it's either like, okay, you tried and you failed, and therefore you don't want to put more into this, and you get really self-critical and beating yourself up. Or there is also this feeling of, well, I don't see things and results for what they are actually. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I paint the picture much worse than it actually is. So beware to not do that, because that's really, really dangerous, you know. Maybe you're also done assessing a situation. That could also be the case. But for some reason, it seems like there's just no forward movement with this person right now, because there's a Page of Swords in reverse from this other person. So they're not communicating. They're probably thinking about you a lot. They're probably stalking you. They're checking on your Instagram or whatever, you know. But they're really not communicating this month. And I feel like they're not planning to either. But they're watching you. They're definitely watching you. From like in a sneaky way. You might not even see this, you might not even think this. There is like there's just some sense of failure here with the Seven of Pentacles on your side. So now we have King of Wands in reverse for both, like that connects you and that mirrors you, and that's of course very annoying, because that means just like there's a lot of passion and wanting and sexual energy, but nobody wants to go get it in a way. Nobody wants to take the lead and go into this. And with the King of Wands, that's in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of pride-based sort of energy as well. So maybe both of you are too proud, or nobody's really wanting to take the first step. That's that kind of energy. Because when I was clarifying that, then the Ace of Wands in reverse came out. So same thing, you know, this, there is this sexual energy, there is definitely this feeling of wanting to go a direction, but not doing it, not being able to do it. It's like this player kind of energy that you're mirroring here, I think, a little bit. So if this person wants to play you, you're just playing them back. If you want to play the person, they're playing you back. It's that kind of situation. There's no there is just no, you're like equals here. And that's a problem, but on the other side, on the other hand, that is a good thing, you know. But you're like, you're bringing out this player energy and this kind of a little bit insecure ego energy within each other, and that's not good, you know. Because the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Wands in reverse for me is always like a insecure ego situation. But on the bottom of the deck we had the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands was here, so there is still this wanting energy, I feel like, but the Queen of Wands for me is an indication of also waiting for the right moment to act. So maybe this is just not the right moment just yet, or this is not the right, I mean, it could be not the right person, to be completely honest with you. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign. I see fire sign here strongly. Of course, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But it could be, I mean, there's still this wanting, you know, there's still this wanting with the Knight of Wands, especially, and there's so much passion. And I feel like there's maybe even too much passion. Maybe it's so, you're afraid of that. Maybe you're afraid of that. Maybe both are afraid of what will actually happen because it's maybe a little scary, you know, maybe it's that. So as an advice card, which is interesting for the situation, the Eight of Autumn came out. And I mean, that's the Eight of Pentacles. So we have the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. This comes obviously between the Seven and the Nine, the Eight of Pentacles. And this is exactly the link to get to the Nine of Pentacles, is to focus on yourself, because then you're really in that self, how can I say that? In that mature energy, in that confident energy, to just know when things are right and what to do, you know. And I think this is the little mastery right now that you're trying to really or that you maybe want to work on right now, because, and I'm coming to this, this is a huge progression here from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, and putting in the work and giving yourself the worth could turn everything around, you know, with the Fool, everything is possible, everything. And I mean, not limited to this specific person, you know. With the Fool energy, you feel like you're feeling so good within yourself, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Fool, that everything is possible. So with the Eight of Autumn as a advice card, it says, it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. So focus on yourself, focus on your career, but obviously also learn about, if that's what you want to work on when it comes to relationships, you know, learn more about relationships. Go to look at dating coaches, psychology books, self-help books, you know, there's so many knowledge out there. So now is the time to really go into those topics and understand more and learn more and see more and work more on that, if that's what you want to manifest right here. But with this independence moment here with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like it's not even so much about the relationship, it's more about that feeling of not being left out or not letting somebody else define your worth for you. And as a overall wonderful message that came out last was this beautiful card, and that's when I was really getting goosebumps, and I'm getting them again. The new moon in Capricorn, it says, your hard work is paying off. So this is already, you're already doing the fine-tuning, you're already doing the mastery when it comes to building yourself into a stable, abundant, independent, confident person. And whatever this connection is gonna bring in the future or not bring, it will not define how you feel about yourself. And you won't let this encounter or connection define how you feel about yourself. You know, this is not the way to go. So yeah, I mean, one last thing, if there's a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands and a Knight of Wands, you know, that's, I mean, those people belong, or they are a good fit. But the King of Wands, there is some masculine energy that needs to be healed or integrated. And that's, I think, the work that you're doing right now. And whatever, you know, person that attracts in the future is going to be also in that healed energy. All right. So I hope that made sense for you. I hope that helped. And I'm asking you again to like, subscribe, comment. You know, it really helps a lot here on YouTube if you're interacting. And I'm hoping that you're back next time. And thanks for being here. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great July, and bye.